Engineers are amongst the elite of the STEM talent pool. We're disciplined, we're smart, we're responsible, and we're hard workers. Our contribution to the world around us is unparalleled throughout the history of mankind. And yet we're often the least understood by that same world. There is, and always has been, a communication gap between engineers and the world around us. Well, that gap should no longer be tolerated. The day has arrived. Engineer meets world. As technical professionals, but more so as people, it's time to focus on the basics of one-on-one interaction, relationships, and engagement with those around us. Now, that includes our loved ones, our friends, and our non-engineering coworkers. This is life beyond the lab. The stereotype of engineers as being difficult, if not impossible to talk to, of us being so analytical and so unemotional, of us being so introverted or unwilling, unable to engage in basic conversation. Okay, well, there may be some historic basis to that, but it doesn't have to be that way. As the old saying goes, today is the first day of the rest of your life. If you decide you want to have better relationships at every level of your life, then you can. But any worthwhile, and certainly any great relationship, requires being genuinely engaged with others. As engineers, we often fancy ourselves as the strong but silent type. Well, that sounds masculine and independent, or a testament to some deep inner character. But often, we're quiet simply because we're not comfortable really engaging with the people around us. We're not comfortable expressing what we feel at the more personal level. We're not willing to allow ourselves to be vulnerable in front of others. So we construct a wall around us. And over the years, that wall gets reinforced. The patterns and habits of silence come to define us. Our comfort zone actually shrinks, and we never really notice it because we're simply getting more set in our ways. We get to the point to where we're flat out unwilling and unable to risk those social circumstances, and even more so, the intimate circumstance where at best we feel awkward and maybe even a little embarrassed. Look, we owe it to ourselves to have the best relationships and the best experiences this life can offer. And make no mistake, we are human. Life is about relationships. The quality of your existence will ultimately be determined by the quality of the relationships you establish, cultivate, and maintain. We owe it to those around us to be as engaging, open, and as communicative as possible. If you're a typical engineer, I can almost guarantee that somewhere in your life right now, there's someone who genuinely cares about you and desperately seeks to connect with you at a more meaningful level. They want to be able to talk to you. This post is the first in a 6-part series. Over the next few videos, I will discuss specific communication, talking, sharing techniques with family, loved ones, friends, and non-engineering coworkers. But before that, we need to discuss the common element that binds us all. Yeah, it's time to conquer and tame the analytical mind. I'll see you next time.